This time, I want to invite any children of the church forward for a message together. I invite you to come closer to your screens. And this week, I don't need Corey to lower down the camera. So you're good. Thank you so much. You've been doing so much for us. Today, our second scripture reading is a story that you all may have heard of before. It's about a man named Moses. Can you say with me, Moses? Moses. So the story begins with Moses, who was first a slave born in Egypt, then rescued and grew up in Pharaoh's house, but then he did something he had to run away from home for. And he lived away from home for a long time, and he worked in a relative's area, being a shepherd. Well, one day he went way, way out, where not anyone else was, to this mountain called Mount Horeb. And there he was watching sheep, and he thought he was all alone. But all of a sudden, he saw out of the corner of his eye this bush. Now, he's seen many bushes. You've probably seen many bushes. But this bush was on fire. But somehow, the bush wasn't... I don't know if you've ever seen stuff on fire, but usually the wood starts to get smaller and smaller. And if you ever see a bush on fire, the leaves burn up right away, and there's none of that left. But on this bush, the fire was raging, and it was getting big and hot. The leaves were still there. The branches were still there. Nothing was going away. And so Moses turned away and went towards the bush. And before he got there, all of a sudden a voice came out of that bush. And it said, "Moses, take off your shoes." So I'm going to do something real fast that I hope doesn't smell too bad for the people in here. But I'm going to take my shoes off. Because the voice said, take off your shoes for a very specific reason. It said, this land that you are on is holy land. And so the voice was to say, mark this place. The voice, as you might know, was God. And it was God showing up and saying to Moses, you're not alone, even in this far mountain, even in this wilderness, I'm here with you. Take off your shoes and see that I hear and love you and will be by your side. So for Moses, that place was Mount Horeb. That was the holy place. That was holy ground. But I wonder for you all, if you all have a holy ground of your own. Maybe you found a really holy place where you feel really close to God or love. Maybe it's when you get to come back and hear in our sanctuary. Maybe it's downstairs in discovery time. Maybe it's when you go for long walks in the woods with your parents. Maybe it's sitting on the back porch and seeing the sunset. Maybe that's a really holy place. Or maybe it's singing along with others. Whatever it is, I invite you to do this week. When you're in that place that feels holy and beautiful and really great, I invite you to mark it. Now, you can take off your shoes. That's one thing. But maybe if you're on the trail walking, that may not be the best. But what else you can do is just close your eyes for a second. So in the midst of wherever you are, just close your eyes and say these words. I am on holy ground. Can you say that back with me? I am on holy ground. I think you'll find that can be a really great practice. So whenever you think, God's here with me, just close your eyes like this and say, I am on holy ground. Well, let us pray. Dear God, thank you. You are here. This is holy ground. Remind me to see you and hear you and love you. Amen. Thank you all so much for joining me in that children's time. I want to share with families that we will be dropping off or mailing in the next week or two some more packets for bulletins and coloring pages. And as well, I wanted to mention that if you do want to come in for worship, we got this question yesterday at the Blessing of Backpacks, that our youth lounge, if you are worried, well, what if I need a place while I'm here, to maybe just get away for 5 minutes or something to calm down, our youth lounge, which we use as a cry room, is open. We invite you to still be masked in there, but it is open with a fee to worship. So if you would like to come and are worried about the space, please know that is always open for you when you come in. So thank you all so much.